Hey, you got the wedding invitation, right? You're definitely coming to my wedding, right? After all, Grace, you're my best friend, right? It's going to be amazing! I can't wait for you to see how perfect everything is! I can't believe this. How can you contact me like this? After everything that happened, you have the audacity to send me a wedding invitation? And best friend? What's that? Did you forget what you did to me? What did I do? Come on, Grace, don't be so dramatic about everything. My wedding is decided, so you could at least be happy for me, right? We've been friends since high school, but you're being way too cold. Marriage? You mean you're marrying Mike? You've only been dating for 3 months, right? Ew, what? Do you still have feelings for him? That's scary. Grace, get over it already. He chose me. Grace, Mike dumped you 2 months ago. Are you still playing wife? I never said anything like that. I just asked a question. Mike fell in love with me, so sorry for you. He said I'm way better than you. More fun, more attractive, more everything. Grace, sorry, but good luck with your poor life. Poor life? I don't want to hear that from an outsider like you. You have no idea what my life is like, Sarah. I'm already married to Mike. We're officially husband and wife now. Isn't that great that we became a married couple? Why are you asking me that? Why would I think it's great that you married my ex-husband? This whole conversation is insane, Sarah. I thought you would be happy for me, but that's disappointing. I mean, we were friends for so long, since high school, remember? My dress change outfit is custom made. Come see it. I'd be happy if you showed your loser face as entertainment for our wedding. Everyone would get such a kick out of seeing the ex-wife there. Inviting an ex-wife to a wedding is crazy, I think. Besides, you stole him from me just 2 months ago. Who would want to see such a disaster? At least, I don't want to get involved. I have better things to do with my time. I guess appearing as a loser is embarrassing. Well, you actually are a loser, so can't help it. I mean, look at the situation. I got your husband, and I'm having the wedding of my dreams. What do you have? Nothing. What's with this? Loser this, loser that. You seem desperate to stand above me and look down on me, but don't you think that's pointless? This isn't a win-lose situation, and honestly, I don't even want to hear about this anymore. The fact that you need to constantly put me down to feel good about yourself is pretty telling. I understand. You're frustrated. I get those feelings too, but thanks to everything, I'm very happy. My ring is amazing too. It has a huge diamond. People around me keep asking about this ring. I answer, it's a crystal of our love. Thanks to you disappearing, I'm so happy. My life is going to be absolutely perfect from now on. Good for you. Well then. Wait, don't hang up on me yet. I married into a wealthy landowner family. It's absolutely the best. Huh? Wealthy landowner? What are you talking about? Sarah, what exactly did Mike tell you? No way! You were married for 3 years and didn't know about this? Grace, you're even more clueless than I thought. Actually, Mike is from a wealthy landowner family, so he has incredibly vast land, and the land's potential is unlimited. There are even development plans coming up too. I'm planning to personally inspect the site before and after the wedding as the bride. I'm going to be so rich. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars worth of land. Inspect? I don't understand what you're saying, but I don't think Mike's family has that kind of land. Ah, Grace, too bad. You didn't know. But I've already confirmed it. The land clearly had the Wilson name on it, so I know Mike is a wealthy landowner. He said it's family related, so he doesn't know the details, but Mike's guaranteed rich life is confirmed. Wilson? What are you talking about? It might be hard for you to accept this, finding out the husband who dumped you was actually rich. And you just let him go, without even fighting for him. Sorry, I was the one chosen. I was smart enough to see his potential. I might not need to say this, but Sarah, I think you're misunderstanding something major. Huh? Misunderstanding what? I'm at the peak of happiness here, so don't interfere, okay? The loser can just cry tears of frustration. Wow, but you really didn't know Mike was a wealthy landowner? Grace, that's why you got dumped. You weren't paying proper attention to your husband. If you had been a better wife, maybe you would have known about the family fortune. But now it's all mine, every single acre. That's none of your business, Sarah. It has nothing to do with you. Well, I'm in a good mood today, so I'll apologize. Sorry for stealing and marrying the wealthy landowner husband. Now I'm set for life. All the land I can see is mine. But that land doesn't exist anymore. Well, not in the way you think it does. Huh? What do you mean it doesn't exist? Oh, you mean you have no rights to it anymore? Sorry, but you are a stranger now, so you definitely have no rights. It's become Mike and my land. Cheer for our future development plans. I can't wait to see your face when we're millionaires! So, about that development plan, the land doesn't exist anymore. To be precise, I decided to proceed with the plan myself, so the land Mike thinks will become his doesn't exist anymore. Sarah, I think it's time someone explained the real situation to you. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean it's become yours? What are you saying? I don't know if Mike lied and hid it or if you just misunderstood and assumed it yourself, but there's no land that Mike claims is his. If we're talking about the land I think you mean, it's the development project site, but Mike is already being removed from that project, and his resignation is decided for next month. Shouldn't Mike be frantically job hunting right about now? Unless he hasn't told you about that either. Wait, what meaningless things are you saying? Mike becoming unemployed is impossible. He's the son of a wealthy landowner, guaranteed rich for life. You're just jealous and making things up. Why would he need to job hunt when he owned so much land? So that's what you believed. Maybe that's why you specifically targeted stealing him from me? If so, then what's unfortunate is what's in your head. Going after money, targeting wealth, even getting married for it, only to end up poor anyways. Honestly, pretty pathetic. Huh? Are you making fun of me? How dare you say such things? Oh, is this what they call a sore loser's howling? Well, I don't need to say anything more. Why don't you ask Mike directly? Ask him about the Wilson family land ownership. Ask him about his job situation. I don't know if he'll tell you the truth, though.
I got a call from Mike. He asked what's happening with the land project. That guy. Sorry if it's rude since he's your ex-husband, but he's really an idiot.
Yeah, I know that very well, so feel free to say it. He contacted you, David, so maybe he really still thinks it's his land.
Might be. The moment he divorced you like that, he should have known his future was over. Some people have no shame.
That's a bit harsh. But honestly, I'm not surprised he's still delusional about this.
He called saying his wife wants to see the site tomorrow, asking me to set it up. Said she's very interested in the family business.
Wife? That's Sarah, right? Maybe he panicked after Sarah said something. I wonder what exactly he told her.
So, I decided to set it up. I'll make time to meet with them tomorrow.
Huh? But Mike has no rights to the land anymore.
That's exactly what I'm gonna tell him clearly in front of his new wife. Grace, you're like a sister to me and was humiliated this much? I won't stay quiet about it. It's time someone set the record straight. I want to see their faces when they realize the truth.
David, thank you, even though you're busy. You're the capable person handling all our family's land management, doing everything, so I feel bad, but I appreciate you taking the time for this.
Don't be reserved. Family is everything to me. You're an important cousin, like a sister to me. Besides, I've been annoyed for a while. He has no abilities but acts superior to you. thinking he could inherit everything just by being your husband. I'm also pissed about him betraying his wife, cheating, and casually remarrying.
Thank you for getting angry as if it were about yourself. I'm thinking of moving forward and progressing, but since such contact came, I have no choice, you know. Well, I'll leave them to you, Big Brother David. Please take care of it. Hey, I heard from that cousin guy of yours. What do you mean the land is yours, not Mike's? And the company that he'll probably have to quit soon. What's going on? Why am I the only one who doesn't understand the situation? You don't understand? Why don't you get it? I think it was already properly explained by David. David Newman is my cousin who handles our land management. Didn't he properly respond to and explain this ridiculous request from you and Mike? He's very thorough when it comes to business matters. Yeah, he did explain, but I don't understand his explanation. That's why this is happening. He said all these incomprehensible things. He was talking so fast and using all these legal terms. Mike's family should be landowners too, but he said something meaningless like, Mike's family has been in a position of renting land from the Wilson family since long ago. That doesn't make any sense. If they're renting, how can Mike inherit it? So I said, the Wilson family is Mike's family, right? But he said, Wilson is Grace's maiden name. I mean, doesn't that sound crazy? What's crazy? You were high school classmates, so you should know that my name is Grace Wilson. What's new about that? But Mike is Wilson, right? So the land with Wilson written on it should be Mike's. Are you panicking so much you don't know what you're saying? This is all so confusing. When Mike and I were married, Mike took my family name. He became Wilson because he took my surname. Huh? So really? Mike isn't the heir to a landowner family? I've never heard such a story. If Mike said that, then you were lied to. Well, but it might not be a lie, from his perspective. He has a talent for twisting the truth to make himself look better. What do you mean? Are you saying he deliberately deceived me? Learning that his family's land is partially owned by a major landowner, then falsely claiming it as his own. That's his sneaky personality. What? So that's what David meant? That Mike's family land is just rented from the Wilson family? Then that development land we thought was ours. Of course, you were told clearly today, right? I will be proceeding with that land's development project. Mike had hopes of inheriting our business, so he was involved with our business a little, but now that he's divorced me, he won't be involved anymore. That should have been made clear. But he still thinks he's part of the project? If so, I'd be surprised. No way! So he's being removed from the business too? Wait, what business? What about my wedding? You seem to be in quite a panic. It's the business I started, with David Newman cooperation too. Mike wanted to help with that business, so he quit his job to help with our affairs. But honestly, continuing to employ my ex-husband after that kind of breakup is tough. So we decided to dismiss him with proper notice. 1 month left until the grace period ends, so I hope he finds employment soon. We notified him 3 months ago, so legally, there's no problem. We've been more than fair about the whole situation. What? Are you serious? So Mike will really be unemployed in just 1 month? I told everyone I was marrying rich. I don't know. Depends on if he's found another job. Has he been job hunting? You should probably ask him. The wealthy landowner family thing is a lie? Renting and living on a wealthy landowner's land is true, though. He just conveniently left out the renting part. That's completely different! Renting land from a landowner? That means he's just an ordinary person! He's not an heir! I was deceived! How could he do this to me? I can't help if you were deceived. Well, the wedding is with a custom dress, right? Be happy! I have no intention of going, but enjoy yourselves.
When I explained properly, she looked like a pigeon hit by a pea shooter. The wife, she's your former friend, right? She kept asking the same questions over and over like she couldn't process it.
Probably. She seemed completely unprepared. Looks like she was taken in by Mike's casual lies. Sarah is Sarah too, and both are getting what they deserve. Friend is just saying we were just classmates. She called us best friends, but I never trusted her. I never thought she'd do something this terrible, though.
Right. Normally, even if you're not that close, you wouldn't think of stealing a friend's spouse. What was so good about that idiot? I have no idea.
You wouldn't understand, Big Brother David, and neither do I.
I'm already processing the dismissal paperwork, so he barely comes to the office anymore. He even asked me to introduce him to his next job. To me! The audacity of this guy never ceases to amaze me.
Ew, knowing you're my relative, he still had the nerve to ask that? Some people have no shame at all.
Probably because he's that desperate. He was talking about wedding costs and seemed like he didn't want his wife to find out.
Huh? What do you mean he doesn't want the wedding cost to be found out? Hey, Mike said something terrible. I don't know what to do anymore. Why are you still contacting me? What do you want from me? Haven't you caused enough problems already? There's no one else I can talk to, so I have no choice. Mike said he's a wealthy landowner's heir, so no problem. But he hasn't paid the full wedding costs yet. The venue is asking for the remaining balance, and it's a lot of money. When the wedding venue contacted us, I confronted him and he confessed. He says it's not an amount he can pay, but I've already invited everyone. Sounds tough, but it has nothing to do with me, so please discuss it between yourselves as a married couple. This is what marriage is about, dealing with problems together. You know this is partly your fault too. Huh? How is it my fault? You're the one who pursued a married man. You're the one who convinced him to leave his wife. I never expected things to turn out like this. You should have explained to me properly before divorcing that this man has no assets, that I wouldn't have needed to steal him from you. What are you going to do about this? I've already told everyone. That's quite the grudge. What did you tell everyone? I told them I'm marrying a wealthy landowner so I can live luxuriously and can't continue this temporary job anymore. I've already told my company. They threw me a farewell party and everything. I didn't know you were in a position to fire Mike, but you don't need to fire him, right? Don't you have any compassion? Can't you just keep him employed for my sake? Compassion? For a man who, despite being married, cheated with my former classmate, brought her to our house where I found them together, boldly confessed to the affair, and instead of reflecting and apologizing, casually asked for divorce to remarry? I don't have any compassion for him. Well, that was because I told him to. It wasn't just Mike who said that. I thought you two weren't happy anyway. I was doing you a favor by taking him off your hands. Yeah, I know, but we're divorced now, so it's not my concern. I just don't feel like working with him anymore, and if he were capable, it'd be different, but he's incompetent with high pride. There's no more merit in working together. The land, even being a major landowner, isn't all benefits, so I'm proceeding with sales and business development, and my business is doing well, so I'm not interested in you two. I have my own life to live. Huh, you're just going to abandon us like that? You're okay with me and my husband becoming unemployed? Don't you feel any guilt about us being left on the streets? We could end up homeless. Guilt? Why? Well, I think serves you right. You made your choices. Now live with the consequences. What kind of way is that to talk? The wedding is in danger at this rate. This is the worst. I've been planning this for months. If you don't have money, just cancel the wedding. That's all. Either way, classmates and mutual friends won't come, right? Everyone participated in my wedding too, so they said it'd be too awkward to attend. People don't like supporting home wreckers. Is that why only 2 RSVPs came back? I don't know how many you sent, but 2 is really... That's seriously unpopular. Did you really think people would celebrate your affair? We don't have wedding costs, but it was my dream to have one. And when I got mad about that, he got angry back at me. He said the little savings he had left were used by me. I never thought he only had that much in savings. You mean you touched Mike's money? Yeah, but that's natural, right? We're getting married and I'm quitting my job. Mike should cover future living expenses. You wouldn't be criticized for using living expenses. You probably splurged on yourself. It wasn't splurging. It was investment. I just invested in beauty. If I don't become beautiful, the wedding would be meaningless, right? I got my hair done, my nails, bought new clothes, got treatments. A bride has to look perfect. I don't know what to say. Oh, right, about that ring you were bragging about. I wore it too, for about 3.5 years. I was wondering when you'd figure that out. Huh? What are you saying? I saw what you posted on social media, and I noticed. It's the same as the engagement ring I had. Well, I took it off during housework since it's big, and I didn't do anything to damage it much, so it's natural you wouldn't notice. I always took good care of it. What are you saying? This is what Mike got from me. You already know, right? That Mike doesn't have the money to buy such a big diamond now. When I got it, it was on loan too. I thought the payments were finished, but this worked out well. Good thing it's a durable ring. At least you're getting some use out of it. This is unbelievable. My engagement ring is second-hand. An engagement ring from his previous wife? Unbelievable. I don't want this man. I'm returning him to you. Take him back. I don't want any of this anymore. You don't need to return him. To me, both you and Mike are strangers. Now you finally understand which one of us was the real loser. Enjoy your prize, Sarah.
What a persistent guy. He kept saying he wanted to meet you. Even when I told him you have no intention of reconciling, he was bowing down begging. I sent him away, but that was okay, right?
Yeah, since he's already left the company, there's no need to meet. You could have just left it to security, but thank you for handling it personally. I don't want to see him ever again.
That woman and him ended up separating right away, apparently. If he's saying he wants to get back with you, that's what it means, right? He seemed pretty desperate when I saw him. Kept talking about making mistakes and wanting another chance.
Really, what a foolish person to the end. It's best to avoid any involvement going forward. He made his choices, now he has to live with them.
Yeah, that's right. Let's grow the family business. Let's work hard together. We have some exciting projects coming up.
Thank you, Big Brother David. I'm counting on you going forward, too. After that, I completely blocked Sarah and Mike. Mike came to the company several times, but security contacted the police. He was warned, and after that, he seemed to give up and stopped coming. From what I heard through rumors, Sarah and Mike divorced within a month. After the divorce, Sarah was abandoned by her family too, became a laughingstock in her hometown, couldn't return to her workplace, had nowhere to go, and apparently disappeared. Mike has no job either, and apparently had to pay the high wedding cancellation fees himself, which was quite tough. His family also called him a disgrace, cut ties with him, and now he's desperately job hunting. Hearing about their current situations sounds tough, but I don't feel sorry for them at all. They're just receiving the consequences of their own actions, so I can only say it's their own fault. As for me, I'm putting all my effort into developing the business. I'm working well with Big Brother David as a business partner, and now I'm likely to start dating someone he introduced me to. I want to continue without losing sight of what's important.